the glass, rebounding, so that stat, Greg, could end up being a deciding factor here tonight.
There aren't going to be any free second chances tonight. These squads need to be ready to get physical and fight for every single possession.
The starters for the Utah Jazz, they've got Sexton. Olynyk is out there with Markanen. Then there's Jordan Clarkson. Here's Morant, and Morant throws it down.
So flashy with the rock. Morant takes pleasure in slicing and dicing the D to pieces.
Pass to Markanen. 5 to shoot. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. That one off the back iron and out.
And we've seen it for years. And despite their regular season success, the Jazz just unable to make much noise in the playoffs. Credit the front office for coming to terms with it and pivoting to a rebuild while they could get top value for their stars.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Now, here's Clarkson. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. Here's Markanen. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far, but Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Now, here's Morant. 25.
Oh, wow. Goodness, man. And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Clarkson with the ball. We saw him with 29 points last game. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson. Morant with the steal. Bain with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. And finished off by Morant.
Yeah, that's big-time stuff there. Morant looking unafraid to go get those lobs and finish them.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. Pass to Olynyk. Utah moving it around. Clarkson for three. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
Yeah, they weren't doing themselves any favors missing all those free throws. You could sense the frustration mounting as the game went on.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. I had a chance to catch up with Utah's head coach. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, we're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David.
And the defense of Jaren Jackson Jr., it has become elite. Triple J finishing top 5 in 2022 in the Defensive Player of the Year vote.
Now, here's Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. Sexton for 3. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. The Grizzlies on offense. They're on a 9-1 run right now. And then Morant slams it in.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Greg, why do you think Jaren Jackson Jr. made that leap defensively in his game?
Kevin, health. Jackson was finally back to 100% in 2022. the ability to kind of fully use his physical tools. And Jaren's still learning from playing night in and night out, now living up to that massive potential.
Kicks it to Sexton. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, the pass to Abaji. And a miss there on the triple. And the Grizzlies leading by 10. And here's Morant. Here's Tillman. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Now here's Gabe. He averages about 5 points a game.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And that one's good. Morant.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
Now here's Sexton. Against Indiana, he was really on his game, trying to end the drought. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Count that bucket.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Utah calls timeout. Some changes for Memphis. Clark comes in for Tillman, and Jones subbed in for John Morant. And a switcher also for Utah, as Abuki's checked in. You know, GA, something you notice about this Jazz team, they love to shoot the three. The statistics tell you that, and they tell you that.
And, Kevin, not only do they love it, they do it well. The two, sadly, don't always go hand in hand, but these guys can really hurt you from range when they get going.
When he has that much space, he's a pretty good bet to nail the three.
Jackson setting the pick here for Bain. Trying to find Jackson. He's got it now. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Goodness, Jackson off the sweet pass. Throw it up to him. Jaren knows what to do.
50 seconds left to play here in the first. Jones against Sexton. It's stolen by Jones. To the inside. Here's Clark, and then Clark slams it in.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend.
Now, here's Sexton. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Horton Tucker. He's off on that one. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Jones drives in, pass to Bain. And he drives in, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
John Morant has been leading the charge, guys, for the Grizzlies. What an amazing quarter. There was absolutely no stopping him. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for Memphis. Kennard is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Williams. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Aldama with the power forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
Quick off the floor and powerful. Clark loves to attack that rim.
Clarkson passes to Olynyk. Clarkson with the ball. Dishes it to Olynyk. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Saw the angles and led him right to the hoop with that pass.
Jones against Sexton. Nice D from Sexton. And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. 19-point game. A shot by Clarkson, no good. Jones, the pass to Kennard. Back to Jones. To the wing on the left. For the three. Rebound by Olynyk. Jazz trail by 19. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Azubuike on the wing. Pass to Olynyk. The Jazz working the ball around now. Clarkson kicks to Olynyk. 5 on the clock. Sexton attacking. And too long on the shot. Memphis leading by 19 points. Kennard, the pass to Jones. Back to Kennard. Shoots over Clarkson. And again, Memphis no good. For Utah, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. The open look here for Sexton. Offensive rebound. Azubuike. The shot, no good. The Grizzlies shooting has been sensational. 75% for the game. Jones dishes to Clark. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Jazz trail by 19. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Clarkson outside. Olynyk finds Sexton. Olynyk a screen on Kennard. And here's Clarkson. Shot from the top of the key. Finally gets one to fall. He's now 1 for 5 with his first make. Well, Greg, we see it every year. Those overachieving teams in the NBA. What enables them to be greater than the sum of their parts?
Well, listen, luck can play a part, but confidence is a huge factor as well. If you walk into that gym every night believing you'll find a way to win, oftentimes you do.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Clarkson against Morant. They could use a...
Nice finish. He gets a lot of defensive attention, but Morant, he can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Utah comes into this one after the win against the Indiana Pacers. Clarkson on the wing. Another shot. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Here's Morant. Here he goes. Tillman's shot is off. Jazz trail by 17. Pass to Clarkson. Here's Olynyk. He kicks to Markanen. Back to Olynyk. And the dunk by Olynyk.
And you got to like the vision for Markanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Stolen by Brooks. And here we go with Brooks running it up the court. Bucket is good.
And he plays with swagger, and when Brooks makes plays like that, it just fuels his fire even more.
The Grizzlies shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And as a team, they're down around 72% for the season.
Brooks, one shot.
And that one falls for Brooks. And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
Here's Balmar, guarded by Bane. They need this. Tillman grabs the miss. Tillman's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Morant. In the corner, it's Bane. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Bane's got 5 now.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Utah calls timeout. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Dillon Brooks. .112 left now here in the second. Agbaji can't get it to go.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Morant passes to Tillman. Morant outside. Sweet move. And then Morant slams it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Utah has gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. Here's Horton Tucker. Brooks covering. The Jazz working the ball around now.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
In a major drought, need to find some sort of momentum.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And there's the pass to Agbaji. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Balmoro. That one drops for him. Balmoro's got his first points of the game. Morant right side. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
What I love about Morant is that he understands his strengths on offense, which is why he is so efficient.
And so it's Memphis, having no problems at all.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And for that game against the Thunder, this one is a coin.
And now let's look back on that first half of play, one that has not been pretty for the Utah Jazz.
And one of the main reasons they're down right now is because of their rebounding problems. They're getting outworked, outclassed, not bringing the intensity, not willing to get their hands dirty. They're playing like wimps.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Guys, Ja Morant has been sensational.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
And it's a role we don't always see him in, but he's done a great job tonight getting the rest of his team involved.
And so in the game for the Jazz, they've got Jordan Clarkson. Markannen is out there with Olynyk. Then there's Colin Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. From deep. Grizzlies with the rebound.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Jones dishes to Clark. Rebound by Olynyk. Olynyk's got his 5th rebound in this one. Clarkson against Kennard. 2 points. That one goes. Clarkson's got his 2nd basket.
And this is what Clarkson is out here to do. He's consistent about looking to score from the mid-range.
Jones, the pass to Aldama. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. The Jazz shooting a putrid 25% from the field. Poor shot selection all around.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Clarkson for 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Clarkson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
As a shooter, Clarkson can be so efficient He gets the ball and goes right into his shot.
Brooks against Markanen. Brooks kicks to Jackson. Back to Brooks. There's the three. Markanen pulls it in. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. Fans form that attachment to their team. And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Brooks. Averaging 15 points a game, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you know, he'd love a bigger role, but he's trying to prove himself in the minutes he's getting right now.
You're right. He's putting in the work, and the results have been okay. He just needs to keep believing in himself.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. You'd better keep your hands up if you've been playing with these guys over the past month, because if you're open, they'll find you. Number 5 is Ja Morant.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
One Toscano Anderson's checked in for the Jazz. Sexton against Morant. To the middle. Deflects the pass. Out to Clarkson. Back to Markanen. Passes it to Toscano Anderson. Shot clock at 5. Fires for 3. Sexton for 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Grizzlies. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Out of halftime, not the way you want to execute, just 1 of 5 from the field. Amazing that Bane fell to the last pick in the first round in 2020. You look at his size, the strength, the range on his jump shot. When shooting's a premium, he should have been drafted earlier.
Grizzlies have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Brooks. Morant's got 25 points.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this lead. You also love that Bane absolutely puts in the work.
Oh, high effort guy, high IQ, knows exactly where to be on both ends. What a bright future.
Looking at who's out there now for the Jazz. Azubuike's checked in, and Talen Horton-Tucker subbed in for Markanen. Outside, Bane. Brooks finds Bane. Here's Tillman. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Pass to Horton-Tucker. To the paint. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Oh, you got to feel for a guy getting dunked on like that. I mean, he's got no shot to stop that unless maybe he can pick up another foot somewhere.
Here's Morant. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Colin Sexton. Richard, you were part of a Cavs team that came back from 3 games to 1 down in the NBA Finals to win the title. Remarkable. Just how hard was that to do?
Well, let me say this. I think it was the greatest championship ever. And I'm not being biased. Those are the facts. They were the defending champion. They had the 2-time MVP. They won 73 wins that year. So for me, that was the most special comeback because we played in the greatest championship of all time.
I'm assuming there was no doubt in your mind at all you would come back, correct?
That's a lie. There was tons of doubt in my mind, but I will say this. When you have a group of guys that stay together when you're down 3-1, it's because you believe in each other and we believed in ourselves.
1:14 left in the third quarter of the game. Payne for 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. Utah's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Bolmaro. Off target at the rim. Morant against Sexton. Morant passes to Bain. The Grizzlies with another miss.
He hasn't had his best game, but they've gotten enough production elsewhere, so it hasn't really mattered.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Aldama's checked in. Williams comes in for Brooks. Luke Kennard, he's checked in for Bain. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. Jones with it. Gay picks him up defensively. Clark. And a missed layup. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Jones against Gay. Goes up on the wing. A second chance effort, and the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Memphis, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page, woo.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Balmaro, the pass to Abaji. The Jazz working the ball around now. Gay left side, and he converts the layup.
And Gay has great length down on the block there. Fantastic at just jumping on opportunities to score when he's down low.
So on the floor for Utah, they've got Jones, and it's Gay in at the power forward position.
Defense kind of rolled the dice there, and I'm a little surprised that it ended up going their way with the miss.
And Jones slams it in.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Now a timeout called by Memphis. And now we present our New Balance player of the game, John Morant.
And Kevin, it's a no-brainer. He's controlled every aspect of this game, and it's just so fun to see a player perform at a level that's just higher than anyone else out on the floor.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row.
A past 6 Man of the Year winner. Clarkson is instant offense, this time on the break.
Bain kicks to Jackson. That one, no good. The Jazz go the other way with it. Outside, Sexton. Over Jones. And the rejection by Jackson. Markannen against Brooks. Outside, Sexton. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. This game is always changing, and there are fads, there are cyclical, RJ, in so many ways. Here we have the last 4 MVP winners, all 6'11" or taller, when a lot of people think it's a game of 6'6", 6'7" guys.
Yes, that's true, and I'm glad that it's starting to come back. You know why? Because I had to go against Shaq and Tim Duncan and David Robinson my first 2 times in the finals, and everyone's like, you're 0-2. It's like I had to go against those Giants. I'm glad to see that Giants are back and dominating the game.
Yeah, clearly the big men are not extinct.
Nope.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
And a guy who's bounced around the league a bit, Clarkson tightened up his game, and now he is a key factor in what this team does. He puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Here's Clarkson. And the rejection by Jackson.
And having become such a dangerous scorer, Clarkson draws a lot of attention and his fair share of fouls.
At the line for the Jazz, Jordan Clarkson. At the line for two.
Free throw good. Clarkson. So both teams making some changes here. And so he makes both from the line. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Sexton against Jones. Williams, a screen on Sexton. Here's Jones. The feed now to Williams. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Jazz trail by 21. We're in the final quarter of play here. 3 minutes in. Clarkson dishes to Olynyk. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
Okay, I see you, Josh, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by your AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
I'm sure coach is going to give them an earful about that. He can't be happy with that soft interior D.
And Memphis making a change here. Clark's checked in. Now Sexton. Clarkson passes to Olynyk, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Banked in off the glass.
And there's the patience you want to see from Sexton. Eyes up and finds the open man.
Here's Morant. Feeds to Brooks. Back to Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Taking matters into his own hand.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
A point guard getting up like that? Boy, that is special.
And Clark over to help. Sexton against Bain. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Steps back and fires. Sexton's shot is good.
A dangerous scorer from mid-range. Sexton loves to take that shot when he gets it in rhythm.
Morant outside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Colin Sexton. That's good from Morant. Richard, it just seems like the play-in tournament is here to stay. Were you skeptical when it was first suggested?
No, I actually like it. Now, my opinion is that it shouldn't be 7 and 8. I think teams should just play for 8. I think that is so difficult to take those 2 spots. In 7, there's a lot of really good teams that can be in that 7. So I think just play for 8, and I think it makes the rest of the league in that bottom area have something to fight for, which is positive for young teams.
Not playing for 2 spots, but just playing for the 1 spot.
Just playing for the 1 spot. That 7 spot, you can have a really good team there that just struggled a little bit.
We could indeed. Good point. Jackson, a screen on Sexton. Now, here's Morant for 3. Utah with the rebound.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Grizzlies.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And so now, on the year, they'll have 35 wins to their credit.
And with this win, they bring the season series to an end, guys, with a split, 2 games apiece.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Ja Morant.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's Morant. Back to Bain from the arc. And another miss by Memphis. Now, here's Clarkson. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you next time.